welcome to your Astrodice reading for July. I hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you in your Astrodice. Okay, for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Okay, getting straight into this message. Going straight into the third house. That's an interesting house. With some Gemini energy. With some Mercury as well. Okay, going straight over here to what is it? It is Mercury. It's talking about how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. Lots of communication going on over here, or travel, right? And doing it Gemini style over here. Once again, lots of communication going on in July in the third house. So this is the energy of communication. Mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. Who are you talking to? Like, who are you talking to? Well, you know one thing. We are talking about your potential to learn something in your local neighborhood. It could be and your local neighborhood, meaning you could be learning something, you know, throughout the community, throughout your neighbors. But you could also be learning just something on the internet, something through another friend, you know, learning. Maybe you're getting ready to, you know, learn something that's going to potentially make you more money, right? Getting this information about, you know, this is where I could make this money. Let's see what's going on over here. Potential to learn something. What are you learning? Okay. Fire 5, Spirit in. Going straight to the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month, and the beginning of the month. It is talking about that communication of something that makes you worried, something that's got you worried. I'm very worried about this situation. Okay. It's something that's worrisome. Something that has you in your mind. And underneath the Gemini is something I can clearly see, but it's definitely got me worried. And the more that I can clearly see it, the more I get worried. It's kind of crazy because usually I would say it's something I couldn't see. Right? I'm clouded, so therefore I can't see. No, it's literally saying I see it. I see it, but it has me worried. But I know that the waiting game is over. I know, right, that there's choices over here. I know that there's potential. I can progress over here, but I'm worried. Why are you worried? What are you worried about? Right? Some cards over here and figure out why you're worried. So trapped in worry, I can clearly see exactly what's going on in the situation. But I'm just not sure where I want to progress. But I know that the waiting game is over. That's, guys. Whatever the situation is the reason that you're worried is because it's put up, you're in challenge mode. There's some kind of competition that's going on. You may have, you're thinking. So this is about thinking, right? Mercury's thinking, communicating, writing. This is saying thinking. I am thinking. You are thinking. I think you're overthinking. Right? But you're also thinking about this challenge and this competition. You're kind of in a protection mode, but you do know, right, that you're trying your hardest to persevere through the situation, even though it has me worried. It's become a challenge. That's why you're worried. You can clearly see that this is becoming a challenge. You're clearly seeing. Yep, that's what it is. I'm clearly seeing my manifestation and where I need to take action is coming in, but I'm also noticing it's a challenge. You have the clarity. I mean, the magician has the clarity and the creativity. I think what the problem is see what the waiting game is. Needing to rest. You need to rest to get out of your mind. Okay. And in the mid-month over here, what do we have? Yeah. There it is. Recognition and reward. Yeah, see, it's already there. You have the firm foundations, the foundations of the achievements, the Four of Wands. You guys are looking for that new place to live, that new house that's coming through. You know, whatever the challenge is, but it looks like your manifestation is coming through. Absolutely, with the recognition, reward, and the firm foundations is a celebration. Wow. The Eight of Wands over here, accelerated motion. There is some speedy action going on. This is coming in really, really fast. It could even be a very fast message because of the communication over here. So it could be a fast, speedy message coming in that says, hey, you know what? We have this ready for you. This is what you wanted. Here's your manifestation coming through. We recognize you have that reward. Wow. And it's almost like the Spirit's like you're recognized and and rewarded for whatever you're manifesting. It feels kind of karmic. It feels kind of Wheel of Fortune-y. We'll see over here, but with recognition and reward, please, Spirit. Yeah. Yeah, you're rewarded for doing it all. You were carrying a lot of heavy burdens and, delegating yourself to a lot of stuff, a lot of stressed out stuff too. And that's why you felt like you were in a challenge mode. But like I said, a lot of it's in your mind mostly of, you're getting it, but you're challenging yourself to, say otherwise. So that's pretty much what you're learning. Firm foundations and the happy celebration, having this homecoming, knowing this is what it is. It could be a beautiful twin flame connection going on over here, soulmate connection, especially with the star on top of the Four of Wands. Hello, soulmate connection. If it's looking for love, that's definitely soul. This is where you're going to find the faith and the purpose. Feeling like, you know what, this is my dream come true. If this person is coming to you, man, they are everything you wanted. That's why you manifested them, right? I manifest what I want. We don't manifest things we don't want. With the accelerated motion, you could be getting this from an Aquarius. This could be the person that's coming through. This is they want this date, they want this, or it could be a Capricorn. Nurturing, practical, could be even a Virgo. It could also be a Taurus. But I got a lot of fire, air, and earth up here. But however it is, this is where you're going to find that this is, this is providing the practical foundations of what you need. This is a person coming in. They are very nurturing. This message that's coming in is very nurturing. And you know why? It's because it's saying my dream is coming in. You're telling me my dream is here. You're going to, kind of offer me this situation. Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely giving. Yeah, they're definitely giving you this opportunity of wealth or sharing themselves in a new opportunity for love, dating, things of that, something that's balanced, something that you guys can have great conversations, whatever it is. And what you're learning is that this is coming in fast. So far, what we learn is when we clearly know what our intuition says, we need to go with it so we don't let our monkey minds dictate what's going on within the situation, because it wants to get all crazy and then challenge us to challenge what we already know to be true. We already have the clarity. Next thing that you're learning to know is that this quick, sudden message that's coming through is going to give you exactly what your dream is. Oh, hello. Loving this. I'm loving this already. The third house. I'm just loving you. Third house. And if it's within the local neighborhood, it could be within the community that you're getting this beautiful job. Maybe you learned within the community that the Queen of, the Queen of Coins over here wants to have a date. Hello. So, at the end of the month, what do we got? Ooh. So it looks like at the mid-month to almost the end of the month, you already got your wish come true. So I love that. Now you have rest and rejuvenation, going right back to the rest and rejuvenation. Time to rest, guys. Right? Get that mind back where it needs to be. You put your mind through a lot of challenges. It's time to take a little rest. Your heart is open. Your heart chakra is doing, just awesome. So with the rest and rejuvenation and your heart chakra open, you are definitely having a positive movement forward. So you're definitely feeling like you are, you are exactly where you need to be. You can continue to keep going where you need to be on this journey. Wow. With this new manifestation that's coming in, lots of information coming through over here. But like I said, a lot of it was, information from yourself of the way you're thinking. But with the rest and rejuvenation, you do have the moon. So this is where your dreams are coming through. You're actually resting from all the anxieties you gave yourself, right? Like I said earlier, you put yourself through quite a challenge. Getting yourself back to just dreamy, sensitive, caring. And you're also watching the cycle change, because this is a huge cycle change. The moon talks about cycle changes. So you're also going to change out of any kind of anxieties and challenge modes that you were going through by releasing them all. Okay? Because, yeah, you were a little over emotional there, mind-wise, getting yourself a little worked up. So now you get to get rid of all of those. And opening up your heart chakra, because this was truth, and this is where the Faraday comes in, and this is what's equal and balanced, and really getting to this person. Some of you might be definitely dealing with a Libra or an Aquarius in this situation, or maybe an Earth sign, like I said before. But definitely feeling like this is where you feel justified, And it's like your heart chakra's open, and you know the truth and clarity. And you just got your manifestation. There's going to be no doubt about it. You're like, I manifested that. I wanted that. I knew the time was right around the corner, but I challenged myself. My mind challenged me. With the positive movement forward, you have this strength card. No more negative. Yes. Yeah. You have the positive movement forward. You're having the strength and confidence come back. No more negative thoughts anymore, because you don't want to be entrapped in any of that. So you're learning to really get yourself out of overthinking situations to which cause you, frustration. So what is it that you've learned? That's it right there. Right there. Thank you, Spirit. That's exactly what it is. Giving yourself back self-control and the compassion that you need, and balancing your emotions. Really listening to your higher self, listening to your intuition, instead of and taking back that control, because you have this beautiful new ending of all of that to come into this new beautiful manifestation that you have. Yeah. And this is really going to develop into something beautiful between you and this Queen of, I'm just going to call your person right now the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, because you have the Page of Pentacles, which is saying, okay, well, here we go. We're developing our relationship. We're getting back to that, developing new financial opportunities. We're getting that skill development for this new job that I need, however it is that you guys need, and that's just so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So beautiful month in the third house. And it's going to, I agree with that. Yes, Spirit, I got that. It's going to definitely make you into the Nine of Pentacles, because you are definitely going to see the fruits of your labor as you are putting in the work. And the fruits of your labors is the reward and justification that you have from this manifestation. And, and just reward yourself, right? And there's that travel too. Some of you might actually decide to, go rest, relax, take a retreat, and go travel. Right? Maybe we want to go to the beach and take a day off just to relax, right? Get our mind back where it is. But however it is, this is definitely a beautiful card, and that is exactly who you have become, is this beautiful Nine of Pentacles, male or female, it doesn't matter, because it just shows, I put in all of this. And even though I may have learned not to teeter-totter back so much, because I knew it was coming in anyways, so I kind of put myself through a little bit of hell, mind-wise, or listening to someone else who's doing that to me. However it is, definitely, in the end, you're learning something, right? In the end, you're learning something. But through all the pressures and all the things you've been through, you're definitely coming out on top. But with all these major arcanas, my friend, You can only see it was going to happen anyways. Okay? You have so many major arcanas up here that Spirit was like, and it's justified. It's karmically justified, and I'm going to allow you to have that at your heart desire. Because no matter what, even though you kind of did this, you have the intuition and heart desire right there in the Gemini saying, I never closed down my heart to it. I may have questioned myself, but I never closed down my heart to the situation or my intuition. I just may have ignored it or questioned it. And I think that's what this is all about, questioning it. We are human and we do that, right? Sometimes it just seems like it's one of those things that either takes too long, so we start questioning things, or it might seem too impossible, so we start questioning those things as well. Okay, guys, beautiful reading. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.